This is a guided Yoga Nidra practice specifically for love and connection. Right now we are facing a global health crisis, and in the face of that, we can keep practicing the yogic ethic of ahimsa, non-harming, through social distancing. This is a huge adjustment for most of us, and it may stir up strong reactions. Maybe apprehension, resistance, anxiety, sadness, or fear are coming up, which all makes sense because our lives are given so much meaning through our relationships. It's ironic that the best way for us to honor each other and defend the well-being of our communities is to distance ourselves physically. Sometimes the right thing to do is also the most difficult thing because it asks us to make a personal sacrifice for the betterment of an unknown future. We cannot guarantee the outcomes of our actions, but we can use the information we have to make informed and wise choices. Despite how much it may feel like a paradox for a species that thrives in community and connection, choosing to self-isolate is an act of life affirmation. My hope is that offering this practice can provide a sense of connection and love in a time when that may be more difficult to access. Yoga Nidra is traditionally practiced lying down in a supported shavasana in a quiet space. Take a few moments to find that space and a comfortable resting pose for your body. You may want to prop your knees up or roll a blanket up under your neck or place an eye pillow over your eyelids. If you think you might get cold, cover your body in a blanket. If you think you may become warm, consider using a fan or removing a layer of clothing. Do whatever you need to do to feel physically comfortable, at ease, and supported. While this practice seeks to suspend us between sleep and awake, it's common to grow sleepy. Attempt to remain awake. If you do sleep, just come back to my voice when you hear it again without any judgment. It can be helpful to affirm your interest in remaining awake now. Affirm to yourself 3 times, I will remain awake while practicing Yoga Nidra. You can affirm this to yourself at any time in the practice you notice yourself drifting off. Take a long, deep inhale and hold it. Then a long, slow exhale. Again, breathe in even longer breath in and pause. Then an even longer exhale. Pause. Next, inhale, scan from your feet up, beginning from your toes all the way up the body to the crown of the head. Hold the breath. Then exhaling back down the body. Again, slowing the breath down as you inhale, scanning up from the feet, legs, pelvis, belly, chest, and head. Then slowly back down, dissipating any obvious tension. Return to your natural breath, letting it move through your body without any conscious effort or control. In Yoga Nidra, we are experiencing ourselves from a holistic perspective, which may be different than our daily experience of ourselves. While we move through most of our lives having a physical or mental experience and interaction with ourselves in the world, Yoga Nidra guides awareness through subtle layers of our being, allowing us to strengthen deeper connections within. Now begins the practice of Yoga Nidra. We move loving awareness throughout the layers of the body called koshas. You can picture them like Russian stacking dolls. The koshas are each made of different sources. We will begin with that outermost layer, the physical form. It's called Annamaya kosha. Use your mind's eye to picture your physical self in this moment. Your body laying now on the surface of whatever you chose. On a blanket or a mat or the floor or your bed. See your arms and the way you've arranged them. See your face and your hair. Feel the sensation of your clothing and any blankets or props against your skin. Feel your body resting on the surface beneath it. And let your senses continue to open, feeling your body not as just flesh, but as a field of energy. Your body as an energetic field. Draw your awareness to your mouth and to your sense of taste. Become aware of the tip of your tongue and the inside of your mouth, emptying the mouth of any tension or holding and becoming aware of sensation. Decompressing lips, jaw, tongue, and throat. Let attention flow from the mouth to the ears. Notice your sense of sound and hearing, the vibrations of any sound waves as they are reaching your eardrums, and how you can pick up on layers of sound in the distance as well as in the room with you. Let your awareness travel deep into the inner ear canal and the auditory nerve, tuning your sense of listening deeper inward, listening not only with your ears, but with your whole body. Let attention flow from the ears to the nose. Feel the touch of breath inside the nostrils and any smells. Notice if the air seems more dominant in one nostril or the other. Shifting the awareness now to the eyes. Decompress the muscles around your eyes and forehead, scalp and temples. Allow the eyeballs to fall back and down, giving up the physical eyes as you allow your internal vision to become more sensitive and expansive. From eyes to skin and your sense of touch, feeling the whole skin of the body. Sensitive, receptive, noticing how you can breathe into your own skin. Every pore of the skin expanding and condensing with every breath. All 5 senses wide open. You can personalize the experience of Yoga Nidra by practicing with a specific intention called Sankalpa. To practice Sankalpa, we first take a moment to practice gratitude. Gratitude lets us come from a place of abundance in how we interact with our experience. Instead of focusing on what we lack and working from there, we choose instead to focus on what is already well and good and use that as the foundation for our intention. Take a few moments to reflect on anything you feel truly grateful for and allow yourself to feel the gratitude. Translate the thoughts or images that come to you into a sensation in your body. It may feel like a warmth or a release, a softness, a spaciousness. Feel gratitude's unique way of manifesting inside of you. Stay in that feeling as you form a clear affirmation to use as your intention now. This statement will usually start with the words I am or my true nature, something similar to that. This may likely be the same statement that you've used before with affirmations, same intentions, something similar maybe if you set an intention for the new year. Use what comes to you naturally without overthinking it. And then repeat your affirmation as a mantra 3 times to yourself now. Without speaking it out loud, hear it in your own voice. Then give thanks and let it go. There's nothing more you need to do with the Sankalpa now. Let it go and trust the practice to work out the details. We're going to spend a little more time in the outer kosha, Annamaya, the physical, circulating consciousness throughout the body. Physical touch can be a powerful way of expressing love, and as you pour your awareness into different areas of your body, you can think of it like a meditative massage, using your mind to lovingly touch each part. each part of your body has a different control center in your brain. And as you move awareness to different parts, you're not only relaxing them, but also clearing nerve pathways, stimulating a state of consciousness that is both deeply relaxed as well as highly attuned and alert. Tell yourself or remind yourself that you will remain awake practicing Yoga Nidra. Begin by bringing your attention to the palms of your hands. Experience the palms of the hands as a mass of sensations and energy, noticing any feelings of pressure, warmth, tingling, vibrations, or a pulse or a buzz. Now bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, the tips of the fingers on the right hand and the spaces between them, the palm of the right hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, right elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, underarm, right ribs, right side of the waist, right hip, buttock, thigh, right knee, calf, shin, the right ankle, heel of the foot, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, and little toe. Feel the tips of the toes. Now feel the whole right side of the body. Let your attention flow now from the right side to the left, bringing the awareness to the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, little finger, the tips of the left fingers and the spaces between, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, left shoulder, underarm, left ribs, left waist, left hip, buttock, thigh, left knee, calf, shin, the left ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth toe. Feel the tips of the toes. Now feel the whole left side of the body. Let your attention flow now to the back side of your body, to every point that is resting on the surface beneath you. The heels, calves, back of the hips, lower, middle, and upper back, right shoulder blade and left shoulder blade, the back of the head. As you breathe in, feel your awareness rise up from the back of the body to the front. The toes, thighs, belly, chest, and face. And then as you exhale, move your awareness back down as if you could move it through your body back into the surface beneath you. Inhaling again, sending the breath up through the front of the body. And exhaling the energy back down, sinking deeper. Feel how it is possible to feel both a quality of heaviness and a quality of lightness here. Continue to follow the breath as we drop into the next layer of the body, pranama kosha, the energy body. Noticing any sensations you feel beneath the surface of your skin. Love can be expressed through action and what we choose to serve and the quality of energy we act from. In Pranamaya Kosha, allow loving awareness to trace your breath and all its parts, beginning, middle, and end of the inhale, and the beginning, middle, and end of the exhale. Allow the breath to come and go naturally, letting yourself hold the connection to this ebb and flow of animating energy, life force in the body. As you notice this natural and essential breath, ask yourself, where do I feel my breathing of the breath is most noticeable? Is it in the belly, the abdomen, the chest, the nostrils, or somewhere else? Do you feel it through your neck or your shoulders, or through the arms or hips, or even the legs or feet? And now ask yourself, where does the movement of my breath begin? Does it start in the nostrils, the chest and the lungs, the belly? Now ask what the breath itself feels like. Is there a smooth quality, a jerky space? Is it jagged in some areas and smooth in others? Is the flow restricted or free? Notice whatever sensations, words, or images may arise. Now bring your attention to the pace of your breath. Notice the length of the inhalation and the length of the exhalation. Noticing if there's a difference between the two. Are they equal? Does your breath feel deep or shallow? Just noticing all of this without judgment, nothing being good or bad, just purely aware and present with what is. Loving the sense of breath in the body and the energy in the body, not for any particular quality, but simply for its occurrence. Sense the nature of your breath and the quality of energy that moves with it. The upward flowing movements of energy through the body, the downward flow of energy. Notice any circular movements of energy within the belly or maybe the throat. The subtle flow of energy through the arms to the fingers, through the legs to the toes. Now notice the flow of energy just around the body. A cushion of energy just an inch or two past the surface of your skin. If you could describe the quality of your energy, what word or words or images come to mind? Noticing the size, the density, the weight. Now relaxing the focus into a loving global awareness of the body. The next layer, growing even more subtle, is the mental body called Manamaya Kosha. Manamaya is our psychology, our thoughts and beliefs and our emotions. Opening yourself now to a space in your mind where the thoughts are not fixed or set in stone, where the neural pathways are more malleable. Notice if there's a way of thinking or a negative core belief that arises, a certain attitude or way of being that you've outgrown or wish to release. Be curious about where this emotion or attitude or thought is felt momentarily in your body. Let your body show you where it holds this and acknowledge its presence, bringing a neutral nod of recognition to whatever your body and mind show you. And now imagining opening up this thought or idea or sensation or attitude as if you could see its source code and find where it's based. Maybe it's based on an old paradigm or a misunderstanding. Imagine yourself temporarily emptying the mind of its beliefs and patterns, letting the mind be completely empty and fresh, like a newborn. This layer is where thought patterns can be observed without attachment. Gently observe the thought you've chosen with genuine curiosity, blessing it and also being open to releasing or changing it. Love is often expressed through language and words. The way we speak to ourselves can sometimes be rather harsh or judgmental. Manamaya Kosha works with our thoughts, giving us a layer that's rich with the energy of manifestation. From a space of loving awareness, restate your sankalpa, your affirmation 3 times, as if you are refilling your mind with the strength and love and planting it as a beautiful seed. The next layer is our inner wisdom layer, Vijnanamaya Kosha. In this space, you start to experience a part of you that is not just the 5 senses, not just the breath, not the mind or the thoughts, but something even more subtle and pervasive. This is a witnessing layer, and it is a gift to access this layer because connecting to this perspective is like opening a door into a new world. Something in you is watching every moment. We may not always pay attention, but it's there. Cultivate a sense of loving detachment as you settle into this layer. Those who establish their awareness in Vijnanamaya Kosha free themselves from unhealthy thoughts and actions. You can think of this layer as discernment, insight, and intuition. It's where self-control and self-care intersect to become wisdom. Bring your awareness to the brow center, about 2 centimeters beneath the surface of the skin. To develop Vijnanamaya Kosha is to develop the third eye and sharpen its perception. Let the physical eyeballs fall back and down and turn their gaze inward toward your inner sight. As you breathe, focus on drawing the breath up the sinuses, rolling or crossing the eyes toward the third eye center, stimulating Ajna chakra. And from there, notice where the consciousness moves or expands. Let yourself be guided into different spaces and sensations in the body, observing as if from a distance. Let yourself witness different thoughts, watching and noting a thought as if seeing a car speed by on a distant road, even following my voice as if from a far-off place. If you're working on a healing or a transformation as part of your sankalpa, you may open yourself now to any insight or gifts this layer has to offer. You may sense that a shift is taking place as you develop this layer. Feel that the more you let go, the more you are supported in this process. You may experience the shift or the change here as inner wisdom begins to awaken. You might see it as a light or a change in color. It could feel like an area of heat becoming cool, or a cold space warming up. Maybe a change in density or spaciousness. Maybe you see a metaphor from nature, a tree growing from a seed, or a butterfly metamorphosis. Or you may simply be in that lovingly detached but curious space as a friendly and interested observer. Remain quiet and watchful for another moment or two, watching any shifts, noting any static or stillness without judgment. Developing Vijnanamaya Kosha means that we can observe our thoughts, feelings, emotions, experiences without identifying with them. It means that we begin to develop and sense our true self. This guides us to an experience of the final layer, Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya means bliss or equanimity. It has a lightness, and yet it is profound. It has moved with you through all of your past. It's prepared for everything in the future, and is fully awake and in love with the present. It is itself timeless. It is love in this moment. Stability in this layer means that you rest in an awareness of yourself as part of the whole. It is the part that keeps us light at heart, even in the darkest of times. The quality of this layer is expansion, infinite expansion. Love is effortless here because love is its nature. Exchanging thinking for sensing. Can you feel how consciousness can expand in all directions? This layer of bliss as a movement of loving awareness out in all directions. And ask yourself again, what sensation feels like now? Is it solid? Is it heavy? Is it light? Or both at once? Is it open space? Does it have a center or a periphery? Relax into the direct experience of your body in this moment. Cycling awareness through the layers, global awareness, loving awareness, expanding awareness, letting go into itself. Nothing you need to do, nothing you need to know or get in this place, unconstricted by time and space. Letting consciousness move you deeper into this stillness, completely at rest and completely awake. Breathe in and breathe out. Use the breath to scan down through the body again. Energetic field, concentrating awareness back onto its physical body, condensing the focus. As Yoga Nidra is ending, we return to our Sankalpa. Come back to your loving intention and clearly restate it 3 more times, watering the seed you planted earlier and nurturing its growth. Yoga reminds us that when we reside in our true nature, we understand that everything we look for outside of ourselves can be found within. Yoga Nidra is a map to that space inside of you that is whole, perfect, and complete. A space that is timeless, changeless, fearless, and something all beings have in common. When I am in that space and you are in that space, we are together. Namaste.